Yeah, I'm just going to come out and say it.
Okay.
Andy Manny stole Grandma's panties. All right, now that that's out of the way, we can get down to business.
All right, now down to business. Welcome everybody back to the Rant and Stumpy Show.
All right, so we left off on a pretty decent story, wasn't it?
Yeah. It was while
if I
we were
recall.
Good.
No, I was gonna say it's the one where my existence was questioned.
Oh my gosh, yeah. It was back when it was when you were all laying on the table.
Yeah. They were doing the whole cutting your leg off bit, and
Right.
they had the fake one that they would take off and throw at the wall. And
So just so everyone knows where we're at right now, this is the second episode of the Halloween special that we're doing. If you have not listened to the first one, you need to stop this right now and go and listen to that one so you know where we're starting off at. Okay?
we already put that one out.
Which one? No. It's going to be put up before this one.
Oh, okay.
But they need to stop what
from-
they're doing. Go listen to
This
that
is
one.
from the
Come
future.
back. And make sure if you like our material, please like, subscribe, leave a comment so we can comment back. And there's a little bell that you can tickle, fondle it a little bit, so you can get notifications whenever we post a new episode. But we have a goal to reach 1,000 subs on YouTube before March 1st. If we get 1,000 subs by March 1st, we will do a Rant and Stumpy merch giveaway.
All right, then.
We might give
do that.
away one of Stumpy's legs.
Actually,
do
I
that?
may have one.
Are you
It depends.
serious? I was just
we'll see.
bullshit. Are you fucking serious?
Oh, of course I'm serious. I keep the extras and stuff.
Wait, the government's not going to be pissed off at you?
I don't care.
Oh, that's right. They give you new ones whenever you need them, right?
Exactly. Exactly. But sometimes I ask them to keep the old ones. So I think I've got quite a few.
You might get an original Stumpy Stump.
I don't know about that. We will see though.
Maybe.
It'd be like a plaster mold of maybe an original one.
Okay, there you go. Now, none
It'd
of
be
this
good to put flowers in.
None of this will be possible if we do not get 1,000K subs. 1,000K, not that many. 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. Once we hit that milestone, we'll then really discuss this.
So did you say 1,000K? Was that like?
Yeah, I did. I fucked up. Eat my ass.
1,000.
Yeah. What's
So you
1,000K?
You better start making a lot of fake accounts. Subscribing to your own shit, giving the illusion that people actually want to hear our crap.
Yeah, that's true. But I have seen where there have been people that paid to have subscribers, and I don't want to do that.
We can afford that.
Yeah, we're broke as shit.
Yeah. You kidding me?
Everyone's seen the picture of our studio, so.
Those douchebags that do that have sponsors. Let's get real here.
All right, back to the Halloween stories.
Yeah.
We digress.
So who's taking? You can.
I'll go ahead and lead into it, and then since you're the one that was questioned about your existence, I'll let you continue on.
I don't even think it was like a question of my existence. I think she just refused to believe what she was saying.
No,
that was
she
pure
straight up said
denial.
that you do not exist. So here's the setup. The same thing when we were at the haunted hotel, we were doing the chainsaw bit. I was running around the corner, and I was cutting Stumpy's leg off, and we had this fake piece of leg that we dolled up with gauze and blood and everything like that. Yeah, we talked about that in the first episode.
It was a good setup.
It was awesome. It looked great.
It
so
did.
we would cut it off. I would take the piece and throw it at the people walking through. Sometimes I get blood on them. It's fine.
He threw it really hard at the wall in front of him.
And then there was this one girl that walked up to Stumpy. And I guess she thought, like a lot of people did, that it was the leg in the hole trick.
Yeah, the old leg through the table bit.
Right. But it wasn't. And this, go ahead, you can finish this one off because
Oh yeah. So she comes up and I pick my leg up off the table, right? And I put it like probably 6 inches from her face. Like, this thing's just dangling meat and dripping
It looks
blood.
nasty as shit. It's covered in
It
blood.
does. It does. It's just dripping blood, and I'm just jamming it like, half a foot away from her face, and she gets this look like there's no way I'm seeing this. I just see like pure denial come over, and she proceeds to yell pretty much right into my stump like it was a damn microphone. "You're not real!" and it kind of stopped me for a minute because I was like,
We actually both
that wasn't the
character.
You couldn't help it. Like, what do you say to that?
I couldn't even chase them out like I was supposed to. I stopped and just stood there and laughed, and they walked out. I made sure they were out of the building, came back to Stumpy, and he's still cracking up laughing. We are dying laughing at this. "You're not real!" I don't know if she was so scared she questioned the existence of everything around her.
See,
or she thought you were fake.
Me.
Or she thought you were fake.
Yeah,
That's a possibility.
It was beyond my comprehension. I've never had anybody literally yell that at me, much less into the end of my, stump.
It was beyond her comprehension, too.
Dude, that was one of the funniest things about it. She yelled into it like it was a damn microphone. Like, you're going to order something at like...
Now, if she would have done that, I would have had to give her $1. She started, I'd like some a baconator and some fries, please.
Oh, I want a number 32. That's the cream of some young guy. You shouldn't order that.
That's on the 50-cent menu.
Yeah. It's a discount. I would imagine if they had like a Taco Bell equivalent in China, that's what they'd have.
Cream of some young guy.
It's gotta, dude. Like I don't know, what kind of fast food joints they have there, but nothing against Taco Bell. Like,
if you piss off the cook, if you piss off the cook, you can always get tank chowder and Fromunda cheese added to your food.
A cat grundle sandwich.
Yeah, floor spice. Floor spice is always nice.
Oh God. See, dude, that's the thing. I've never worked food service, so
don't.
Like, I'm scared to ever piss off anybody that handles my food.
I've worked at 2 different restaurants. Don't do it.
I'm just saying, like, that is the most colossally stupid thing I think you could do. It's like, be a dick to the person who's going to be out of sight with your food.
Yeah, see, that's something that we should make an episode out, is the times I've worked in fast food. Not really fast food. I actually worked in a restaurant. I never worked fast food. I worked in 2 different restaurants.
That's the thing. I've never worked in a restaurant, so I've never had a job like that.
I can't do it. So, at the same place, the going back to the haunted hotel, at the same place where there was this guy that worked with us that he was a goofy fucker. I mean,
Dave.
Dave.
Dave, you didn't notice. Dave was weird, man. He would like sneak up on you like without even trying.
And me and
it wasn't
Stumpy,
that he
you
was
can't
like a
sneak up on
ninja.
us.
Well, it wasn't like he was a ninja or anything. He was just so forgettable. Like,
Not just he was so forgettable. He had like no presence about him.
I know. He just appeared as like a freaking wraith out of nowhere.
It was so weird.
So we took to messing with Dave and telling him that he wasn't real and that he didn't exist. And, he said, he had a birth certificate. We said, anybody can write papers, Dave. so our whole goal basically was to make him question his existence.
And we tried, and he always like, well, this. I'm like, no, that's fake. You fake.
Yeah. The funniest thing is he always tried to justify it, like he was actually in defense of his own existence.
It got so bad that me and Stumpy were talking one day. He's like, what if we actually go up to Dave one day and just say, hey, Dave? And he goes, hey? And we go, you're a myth. And pew! He disappears.
Yeah, just a puff of smoke out of nowhere. Pew!
Do we need to register ourselves as wizards or never speak of this again?
That was the funniest. It became a running joke, though. But yeah, he would appear at your side when you thought about him. It was weird.
And he was such a goofy looking dude with a goofy mustache, and he'd appear.
He was.
Hey, Gav. What's up, Dave?
Yeah. Oh, Dave materialized out of nowhere. It must be nice to save on gas.
Yeah, he morphs out of the wall like the Terminator, the Liquid Terminator, just. And there he is. It's like, oh fuck!
Oh god, there were some goofy people. Who was the other guy?
Out of all the years,
big guy everybody wanted to hug.
Tristan.
Yes,
I miss
story.
Tristan so much.
Don't
Tristan
talk
was
about Tristan.
awesome. Okay,
Tristan was fun.
Awesome guy, Tristan. I mean, the coolest dude you'll ever meet. One of the nicest guys we ever met. But Tristan was a big fucking dude, and I'm not
wanted to mess with
exaggerating.
him.
No,
He was a big guy.
He would eat you as well as sit on you. I mean, he was a massive dude. Cool as shit. All right?
Yeah. Good thing, too.
It was so much fun to fuck with him. And he had
too
this,
much.
he had this deep, almost like
gravelly,
deep demonic voice.
Yeah, man. Like,
gravelly,
the guy was born to play
voice.
Scary people. Like,
Absolutely. I wonder if he's a famous person now.
I don't know, dude. That voice, though.
One of the funnest things to do with Tristan is to walk up to him. Hey, Tristan. What? Give me a hug. No, get away. I can't even go that low. I mean,
he wasn't big on hugs, though.
No, he wasn't. He would never give you a hug. Tristan, give me a hug. No, go away.
It was the funniest friggin' thing.
Let's see if I don't even think I can do it. No, go away.
No, dude.
No, I can't. Fuck, I can't even go that low.
I get a sore throat just thinking about it. Yeah, friggin'. Yeah, dude could have sang for Cannibal Corpse, man.
Yeah, just by talking. He wouldn't even have to growl. He could just talk.
Yeah, he would have been better suited.
Voice.
Yeah, it was unique. But
yeah.
it was
coolest dude, definitely, coolest fucking really dude cool. Ever met.
You gotta. Generally, most of the people were like, I don't know. It just that job attracts like a certain type of individual.
It kind of comes with the territory. I mean, you'd have to be cool to work there for the most part.
For the most part, you couldn't be like a total knob and do that. You just wouldn't fit in.
And talking about total fucking knobs, all right? This is for all you fuckers that go out to the haunted hotels and haunted mazes and what fuck have you, okay? This is for you assholes that go there, pay money to be scared and then act like an utter dick because you're around your girlfriend or you're around your friends and you're like, oh, I'm not scared. But by the time you're leaving, you're pissing your pants, but still talking mad game, all right?
Yeah.
You fuckers are the reason there's signs that say, don't touch us, we won't touch you. You thinking big and bad, walking in there being like, you can't touch me, but I can touch you. Show you straight fucking up right now, all right? This is a rant moment, okay?
I was about to say, I'm just going to let you go with it.
And you push one of us or swing at one of us, we will drop your ass to the ground. And the reason I say that, not because we're badasses or we're excellent fighters, we know the terrain. We can see in the dark. You cannot. If you can see in the dark, we will flash our flashlights where you're blind. You will not see us. You don't know the doors. You don't know the security doors. We can punch you right in the face and end up on the other room before you know what happened. So if you're going to pay money to go have fun, don't ruin it for everybody else because that's what happens 99.9% of the times. You act like a dick like that, you ruin it for everybody else. All right? But seriously, don't fuck with the actors because you'll lose every time. All right, I'm done with my rant. That's it.
You sure? You got that? You got that particular?
I got that out because everyone needs to fucking know that.
You got that knot out of your panties?
Yes, I did, and it's a thong. All right, man thong.
Oh God, I don't even want to think about that.
Yeah, think of it. It's like a walrus flossing with a bunch of hair.
A walrus flossing? Yeah, it looks like a walrus chewed on a freaking phone line or something.
So that's out of the way. Anyway. Working at the haunted hotel, and then also from, I guess, your training, and then growing up in the woods as well. No one could ever sneak up on us. And one of the things that we love to do,
because Dave was a wraith, and we've established that.
Yeah, he doesn't exist. Like
he doesn't.
He goes into non-existence, gets beside you, exists for a second, and then disappears. So he don't count. He's an anomaly.
No, he doesn't.
But from the years spending out in the woods and hunting and everything that we've done in our life, we cannot be snuck up on. So all the other actors would try to scare each other.
Oh, yeah. That was okay. When it got slow.
When things got slow
people got goofy. Yeah, and when you get bored, you start doing silly things to try to, one up each other, or scare each other. And that's also where Dive Bomb originated. Was from boredom.
So to say that, there's actors and actresses that always try to stink up on me and Stumpy. It never worked. Never
really did. No.
So whenever I got to doing chainsaw, and every time I go there, that's pretty much what I normally end up doing is chainsaw. Whenever I get the chainsaw and we get slow, I'll go find Stumpy. He'll put his leg on, and we'll go find an actor or actress to make them shit their pants to make the scene smell more authentic.
Oh, yeah.
So he'll either kick open the door or I'll kick open the door, one of those things, and we rush in there, rev up the chainsaw, coming out of nowhere and just swinging at their head, and they run off screaming. So it's just one of those things.
Some of those scenes that was hard to do, and you remember the one that had all the reflective shit on the wall and the strobe lights?
I hated that one.
That was a very disorienting scene. I never wanted to work in there because the whole thing was like a motion sickness simulator.
Well, and what really sucked is working chainsaw is whenever they started putting strobe lights in the chainsaw. I get it.
Yeah, that's not a good idea, though.
Hell no, especially with me, the way I did chainsaw.
It ruins your depth perception. Like, it's a good way to just end up hitting somebody square in the face with that damn thing.
You can tell when it's someone new doing the chainsaw scene because they're swiping up your feet or they're just running around with the chainsaw flying up in the air. No. I swing at your face and try to come within so many inches just to make it more realistic, more scary. But with that strobe light, I've actually hit people with the fucking chainsaw because it messed up my depth perception so bad.
Exactly. Like, it's just like there's places it's warranted. Like, they were always big about, but you remember the swamp scene and stuff. That was a good place for it. The only thing that sucked about that was that,
you got wet.
I don't know, you got wet, and like on cold nights, that started to suck.
Yeah, you get fuck yeah, that sucked. I'm glad that's not a scene anymore.
Oh, I know, because like that one was because they had all the fog and everything, and like you actually got wet like working that scene. It sucked.
I hated that scene.
One of those ones. It was like, oh man, this will be so much fun, and then you're about 2 hours in, you're like, yeah, this sucks ass. Freezing my nuts off.
There's always those scenes that everyone wanted, and then there's those scenes that no one wanted. And
that's true.
It would surprise a lot of y'all listening of what scenes those would be. So of course everyone wanted Chainsaw because that was the big.
Well, yeah, that was.
Everyone knows the Chainsaw scene. This is a big famous scene, whatever.
Big finale.
But one thing they don't realize is running around, swinging the damn chainsaw that probably weighs
it's
20
tiring,
pounds.
Man. I don't know if it weighs quite that much, but it's heavy.
Depends on the chainsaw. It depends on which one you have to use.
Because there had to be more than one. Because that was the other
kept at least
thing.
4.
That was the other thing, was having to like refill it and make sure the stuff worked. It was a pain in the ass.
Yeah. So before every night, you'd have to make sure it works. If it doesn't, find one of the 4 that does work, fill it up, test it out, and then if you still have time, work on the other one to get it working again. And sometimes they varied from sizes because of what was available and weight. And I got to tell you, some of those were heavy. And swinging those around for, 6-7 hours?
Sometimes, yeah.
Every night? Man, that's fucking tiring.
It does, dude. It'll wear you out.
Yeah, for like the first 2 weeks, you're just straight up worn out. But after
worst thing,
you start building up a little bit of muscle, and it's pretty nice afterwards.
I'll tell you what always sucked for me was like losing my voice like the first weekend.
Everyone would
always
yelling
or
screaming. Yeah, you'd always lose your voice.
It sucked, but it would get better later on.
I wonder how we would do in that now, having our show and how much talking we're doing.
Oh, I don't know.
I wonder if that would correlate to being able to scream more. I don't know.
You can always take one of those Screamo courses that they offer, online.
Like that?
Yeah. I believe it. Pretty sure that's just the sound of a loogie, but...
It sounded something. I don't know what the fuck that is.
Yeah, we always that. It was a fun place to work. Straight up, it was.
You dealt with a lot of assholes, but like Stumpy says. But what place do you go that you don't deal with assholes? It was a blast.
I don't know. Nowhere with more than one person.
Yeah. And we always, every chance we get, we try to go back to do it. You know, we don't always have the time, but we're friends with the owner since we've known him for so long. And anytime we come back, he's like, yeah, come on, just, grab a empty scene. Okay, cool. And that's end up what we normally do.
Yeah, it's all good.
One of the last times me and you worked together at the Haunted Hotel, this was, how many years ago was that?
Oh, shit.
It wasn't that many. It was only like a handful of years ago, like 4 or 5.
Yeah. I think 2016, something like that.
You think so?
4 years, something like that.
It was when it moved to Beaumont. You know the scene I'm talking about, Butcher Room, right?
Yeah, because I was living in that apartment at the time.
Yeah. So there's we got this new building in the city of Beaumont, Texas, and it was an old building. It was right next to where the original place was. It's moved around a bit. So you get the idea. Anyway, there was this scene called Butcher Room. So it had like a saw table, a bunch of meat hanging around everywhere. So you had a meat locker, and then you walked into Butcher Room where all the meat stuff was. Well, I wanted a break on chainsaw, so I gave it to the guy that does it whenever either I need a break or I'm not there. And we were overstaffed that night, so I was like, "Hey, you wanna get some hours in on doing chainsaw?" Like, "Oh yeah, absolutely." It's like, "Hey,
everybody wanted it for a while, and then they got tired of it.
You literally had to be trained. You had to take time and be trained on how to use it, how to work it, and how to do the steam without hurting anybody.
Otherwise, that was a lawsuit waiting to happen.
Correct. You had to be trained on it. So this guy's been trained. I trained him myself, and so I was like, wanting to work the same scene as Stumpy, and it was right next to Chainsaw. I was like, "Hey, whenever you need a break, let me know. I'll swap out with you." So I went in there with Stumpany. Your name now from now on is Stumpany. I don't know.
Only if I get a sex change. Apparently, that's like the feminized way.
How would you like to see that? I think our fans would love to see Stumpany.
No,
a picture of Stumpany.
No, it would haunt your dreams. I promise. I guarantee you. There's one thing that's a true statement is I would make a frightfully ugly woman.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to run into that in a dark alley, I'll tell you that.
So, Stumpy.
There you go.
I worked the scene with Stumpy, and it was in Butcher Room. And we fucking demolished that room.
Okay, that was okay. That was a good way to say it, because so there were a ton of props in Butcher Room, right?
Yes.
Part of it is this long metal counter. So there's trays and bins with fake parts and intestines and
meat.
There's a scale in there.
The pig head. The pig's head.
Including a giant foam pig head, which will become relevant to this later. Because we'll foray into that story. So, ordinarily it'd have like some kind of, sometimes you would pick up a tray and like slam it down in front of them, or like take bits of meat and just throw it. Basically you were trying to freak people out.
Yeah.
Like, because all they're doing is walking past a counter. You can only do so much. So it's like, why not just start hucking stuff at them?
Not just that. The thing that a lot of people do, especially the new people, is they think, "Rawr" and "boo." That's going to scare people.
I've never said boo to a person ever.
What you've really got to do, you got to get in their head. And to get in their head, you have to first go to a part of your thoughts in your head that you don't normally really want to go.
I'm really glad you're not a psychologist.
Huh?
I'm really glad you're not a psychologist.
Me too. Because I'd make fucked up.
I'd feel really bad for whoever got stuck with you.
Yeah. So think of what you would consider crazy and what would you think messes with your head? Then you do that. And a lot of times, it's going to mess with everybody. So when we get into that spot of ourselves, we probably should be committed, because that's kind of how we think anyway.
Yeah, it would be hard.
No. we're right there along it. But anyway, that's my piece. I'll let Stumpy continue.
So we had this bit that we would do, and the person at the far end of the counter, closest to where they would come in, you would say, would you like some meat? Something like that, and 99% of the time they would say no. So the bit then was to go, no, no, no. And then everybody in there would just start screaming no. We would destroy everything. We're throwing trays around. We're throwing the scale at the wall, jumping over the counters, just screaming.
We're slamming shit down on the table. No.
People outside in line can hear what's going on, and they're probably like, what the hell?
Yeah, so it always starts off with, hey, you want some piece of meat? I'll give you some meat. It's human meat. And they go, no. And then it would be answered by the other people. And just slamming everything against the wall, the floor. You're throwing meat everywhere, and
we even ran smack into the wall in front of them, leading with the head a few times. They're just oh my god!
Oh my god! It was so hard not to laugh because of the reaction.
Dude, it was such a good bit, but God,
it was me. So it was me and Stumpy in that. There. Yeah, it was me and Stumpy in that scene. And there's other scene right before that, Meat Locker, and that actor would always come out after he heard. He's like, "What the fuck is going on?" We see him stick his head in as the people go by us. He's like, "What are they doing?" And he sees what we're doing. He starts dying laughing. Eventually,
we recruited people pretty much. People would come by and just watch.
Yeah, we had other actors and actresses come through the door and stand against the wall to watch what we are doing.
Yeah, because we just went freaking nuts in there. That was so good.
That was so fucking funny.
So going back to the props there. Did you have something you wanted to add?
No. Go ahead. Yeah.
So one of the props in there was a life-sized foam pig's head.
Oh god.
Like you might see in a freaking butcher shop anyway.
Yeah.
So the back portion of it got torn when we were throwing it around. Of course, somebody puts it on their fist like it's a puppet. So I'm thinking, I bet that would fit on the end of my stump. So I take my leg off, and the counter is the perfect height, mind you, for me to stand there on one leg with my other right on top of the counter.
Yeah, about growing height.
And it was perfect. And I put this foam pig head on the end of my stump. Nobody knew because I was just standing there. It just probably looked kind of weird. Why is it standing there like that? And there was this one girl comes by, and I know she's looking, and I'm scooting over. I kept scooting with her, like I'm following her along the counter. And one of you, when she was looking over at me, ran over and slapped the wall in front of her, and she screams and jumps and looks back. And then she looks back at me, and I'm climbing over the freaking thing with this pig head still on my leg. Going, wee, all the way.
I remember that chick. Holy shit.
She came unglued when she saw me scooting over the freaking table like that.
What killed me was you going, it's Piggy, wee, all the way home.
Dude,
just hopping along with this fucking pig head on your leg.
Sticking on the end of my freaking stump. Nothing about this screams stability. Dude, that was too much.
That was hilarious.
Once I came over that table, she was gone.
Oh, man, that one
Dude,
was...
I don't even think Chainsaw had a chance to scare her. She ran straight through.
No, he didn't have a chance to crank the damn thing as fast as she got out of there.
Yeah, she just tore ass right through there like he wasn't even there.
At one point, when we actually had 5 other actors in that room with us,
dude,
and we had to tell them to move. They're like, "No, we're sitting right here. We'll be out of the way." And we're like, "No, you need to move." So we
only get warned twice.
Okay, so the first time that happened, they didn't move. And then we got to throwing and everything and yelling. They moved pretty quick, especially when we had it looked like this big ham bone with all the meat on it.
Stank.
Ham bone. So we used that as like a club to beat shit and then throw that whole thing against the wall with the
we
trays and everything.
We broke all the props in there, I think.
We broke everything.
Even the foam shit. Like, how do you manage to break that? We did. We did.
Eric,
metal
I'm sorry.
trays, dents in the wall, because there was sheet metal on the walls,
we demolished
remember?
that wall. They had to replace the
metal
wood
in there, because I'm sure we gouged the shit out of it.
Yeah. Eric, we're sorry.
Because like, he heard it, too, from his office in there. He'd like...
There's no way.
No.
There's
Dude,
no
if they heard
way.
it outside, he heard it, and he was probably just
Well,
thinking,
yeah, don't you remember
gonna...
the actors that were on break and outside using the bathroom come back in? What the hell are you guys doing? I can hear you all the way outside in the line. People are freaking out. I'm like,
Dude,
we're scaring people. What are you doing?
We had such a good bit. That's the thing. We always end up finding a good bit to play off of there.
Yeah, I don't want to sit there and be like tooting on our own kind of thing, but it's kind of
we
easy.
were pretty good at it.
We were pretty good. It was kind of easy for us to find that niche. And
it was
for
just
us to do.
It was natural.
Yeah. It just worked with us.
Yeah, came naturally.
It was great. It was so much fun. If you ever get a chance to work at a haunted hotel, you need to try it. And word of the wise, learn for the ones that have been there the longest.
That's true.
First, like straight up, they will give you invaluable information to be effective to scare people
and be creative.
The more, that goes without fucking saying. The more creative you can be, the better.
Oh yeah, it was always a good time. Yeah, shit, that was fun.
Yeah,
but yeah, it's a wonder though. Like of all the times we did it, all we managed was a lousy 3 stitches for me. You never got jacked up over there, did you?
No, I don't think I ever got hurt.
Yeah, I did. I
can't say I have. Now I have hurt people on accident with the chainsaw.
Well,
I've hit people in the head and the face.
What are you gonna do?
A couple times.
Things happen.
Yes, and it's a real chainsaw. The chain's just not on the arm, and the arm is on
which
there.
means the blade of it is still on there. It is
metal
still
to
a piece of
still don't feel good.
Yeah, even if it's not sharp, it's still not a good thing. Dude, so many good times.
Too many. I mean, these are the stories that you hear now are the ones that really stick out in our mind that we...
Oh, there were many other ones.
There's, countless others that we can't really, just like you can't remember everything you've ever done kind of thing.
Oh, yeah. Well, there was also like the Nightmare Before Christmas thing they did.
Oh my God! I am so happy you brought that up. I completely forgot about that one until you said that.
Well, there's a whole bit there if you want to talk about that. And I think there are photos backing this one up.
Yes, there are photos backing this one up. So, do we have time? Yeah, we've got a little time to tell this one.
I think we got a little bit if you want to hammer one out.
So the Haunted Hotel, since it's got its permanent location now, they do things throughout the year to remind people, hey, we got the Haunted Hotel in October, and then around December, they do the Nightmare Before Christmas. So we got to do that. Stumpy dressed up as Santa, I dressed up as an elf, and we bloodied the fuck up. Now, just bottles of blood all over us, painted our face, and everything like that. So me and Stumpy actually end up start chasing people around the entire haunted hotel, trying to give them presents that they did not want.
Yeah, who doesn't want a present?
Yeah, man, I forget some of the things that we said to those people. Holy shit!
Dude, and that was the one time it was actually cold too.
It was cold, so the blood was cold.
Yeah, But man, that was
so bloody Santa Claus running around with an elf, just as bloody right behind him.
Dude, it was demented. it was truly demented. I was surprised by how many people came out for that.
I was too, honestly. That was surprising because it was pretty cold that night, and it was.
Well, not even that. It's like Christmas doesn't exactly make you think about Halloween related stuff. But
yeah,
I was really surprised with how many people showed up for that.
It was a lot of fun. We're gonna have to post the. We're gonna have to find those pictures and post those because those were pretty good.
Oh yeah.
That's pretty much all the time we've got for today. So you wanna end this on a high note? You wanna take it out?
I know. Psh, yeah, right.
Pasture.
Wait, do what? Take it out to pasture? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Take it out. Sorry, gonna have to put you down.
Gotta put it down.
Broken fucking leg. But anyway, guys, if you enjoyed what you hear, don't forget to like, subscribe, and most importantly, comment, especially if it's hateful.
Yeah, because we want to interact with you. If you don't comment, we can't interact with you. And don't forget the bell. The bell. Yeah. You gotta tickle the bell. Tickle it, fondle it, make it light up so it notifies you whenever we post a new video.
Don't forget to cup the bell.
Oh yeah, cup the bell. Cup the bell. If you like some exclusive Rant and Stumpy content, go over to our Patreon or Subscribe Star and sign up. Tier 1, you get to see our short videos, and they're a lot of fun. If you go to Tier 2, you then have access to our behind-the-scenes videos of all of our episodes. I wouldn't say all of our episodes, but pretty much all of our short videos. You get behind the scenes, you get to see what we do on a day-to-day basis kind of thing when we record.
There you go.
Yeah, and you get access to our Discord. So if you join our Discord server, we'll be able to actually talk with you before and after any live show. You can ask us questions and hang out, that kind of thing. So anyway, until next time, we'll catch you later. Don't shave your taint without using some buttercream. You'll thank me later.